Hello everyone. Hello guys. Welcome to our YouTube channel. This is gonna be a new way of, I think, getting a little bit more close to you. For those of you who are just wondering, how does our life work in this university? For those of you who are wondering just how our university is in general, some tips, about how are we dealing with this pandemic situation and this eternal lockdown that we've been going through. And yeah, I haven't recorded for a while because I was trying to come with topics that were going to be really useful for you guys. I don't know if, for those of you who are joining us in September 2021, I don't know if we will still be under such restrictions. Maybe for you guys, life will be back to normal and you'll be able to live your first year same way we did. But just in case, I'm gonna give you both of the perspectives just so you can see how my life was before lockdown and how my life is right now, not just as a second year student but also under COVID. So in this video I would like to talk to you a little bit about how my timetable, my schedule was. It hasn't really changed compared to first year. It has changed maybe in terms of what I do outside university, and my work and internships and all of that, but not necessarily in terms of like coursework. So yeah, so let me tell you how everything used to work during my first year. In the first place, in politics and international relations, you're going to see that most of our modules are 1 year long. So a lot of people, especially science related degrees, they have a lot of modules that just take place during one term and then modules that take place during the other term, not necessarily throughout the whole year. So in my case, it's been easy because the modules that I had to do in September are the same ones that I've done in June. So I don't really have to change my habits, my timetable. I could just follow one routine and it was easy for me. Generally, I've had 6 modules. Yeah, I've never had more than 6 modules during both of my years. 6 modules, and I have 6 lectures, of course, because for each module you have 1 lecture. For most of my modules, I had 1 seminar a week, but for some of them that it was every 2 weeks. So it was a little bit of balance. During my first year, both of my terms, I didn't have class on Fridays. I was that lucky. I was the lucky girl. Thursday evening was my last academic moment of the week. It's true though that for politics and international relations, I don't know if any of you who are watching have watched my previous videos, but there are videos where I talk about how does my degree work, and we have a lot of reading. It's very intense in terms of independent work. There's not so much stuff to do in the class apart from discussions and seminars, but it's more what you do in your meantime, because that's really going to determine the content of your essays, how you understand the degree itself. You need a lot of background information, and that takes time, especially during the first year. I mean, for those of you who are already readers, like active readers, and you actually like reading, it's going to be easy because you're used to reading maybe like fast and you know how to do selective readings, and but if you're just about to learn that skill, it's going to be hard in the beginning because you spend a lot of time reading maybe information that's not necessarily unnecessary, but definitely that is not really useful for what you want. So you're going to spend hours and hours reading, and that's part of that's going to take time. So I had Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and some evenings during the week for myself. Now, how you distribute your time, that's a whole different story as well. I used to do a lot of sport as well. This year as well, as much as gyms are not opened, but I do go out, I work out at home, and I used to take part of my time, I used to dedicate it to that. I've worked from day one in this university, on campus and off campus. So a lot of those days, a lot of those free hours that I had, I used to work. Sometimes I used to even come from work, change, and then go lectures, or vice versa. So for those of you who are not planning on working, it's going to be great because you have a lot of free time to study, work out, be with friends, go out, and you know, you're going to be able to properly enjoy it, especially the first year course, because the volume of work in the second year is way more intense. So first year you're really going to enjoy it. So yeah, so my free time, I could do everything. So my days were pretty active. I would work out either very early in the morning in the gym that we have inside university, or in the afternoon, and then go to work. So I really used my days to go library and go lectures and seminars. I think it's more effective if you spend like your 9 to 5 day on campus, whether you have classes or not, but just making use of your time, you know, preparing for your seminars, readings, essays, everything. And then after that, you can, all of that time is actually free time that you can do wherever you want, whether it's work or wherever you want, or party or go out, or, you know, all of those activities. Now in my second year, things are a bit different, yes, because everything is online, but my timetable is literally the same. It's different in the sense that my lectures, all of them are pre-recorded, they're not live, so I can watch lectures whenever I want. Obviously not every teacher uploads the lectures the same day, but all of my teachers try to upload the lectures like the week before or late in that week, so that by next week everyone on Monday can start watching lectures. Me personally, the way I am quite effective with time management, I try to watch all of my lectures between 1 and 2 days, so I can have the rest of the week to attend my seminars, which are live, study, and then work from home because I work online. I have another job on campus now. So I can have the rest of the week to do everything else that I have to, and the weekend I actually have days off. So that's one of the best things about being in lockdown, that you actually have too many hours in the day or a lot of hours in the day to actually, you know, carry everything out and actually finish all of your work. This year is a bit different. Like I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday more free, and then Thursday, Friday I have all my seminars. Again, I still have to watch lectures, so obviously in my timetable you can't see that I have lectures, but they're there. So I still have to watch them. But again, my degree is very flexible in that sense. You can just have time for everything, distribute your time however you want. There's a lot of reading, so like I said, it just depends on how you want to do it. But in terms of lectures and seminars, it's not fully packed. My timetable is more independent time with myself, so that's why people more or less really study however they want, because they give you the flexibility to do that. So yeah, so that's basically how my timetable and my schedule is during first year and now during my second year. Like I said, probably for you guys, those of you who are joining in September, restrictions won't be that bad, so you'll be able to have the life that I had during my first year. You can stay as active as you want, it's just how you decide to distribute it, you know. But how the university does it for us is very manageable, and it's very easy to balance your social life, sports, work, and studying. Even me, I still see my friends this year. Last year I went out, my freshers year was just like others. First year I still went out, I still did everything I wanted to. It's just a matter of organization. So I hope it was a little bit useful, or entirely useful, for those of you who are wondering how our timetables look, or how specifically my course timetable looks like. If you have any questions, please pop up in my Unibuddy profile. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Bye bye.